Hey y'all, so today I am going to be talking about this lawsuit that's against Nicki Minaj. Her former manager sued her, saying that she laid hands on him earlier in 2024. I believe it was in April of 2024. Allegedly, she laid hands on him when she got mad at him, and he filed a lawsuit. I believe that was Friday. And as of today, there's an article that came out, was several of them, saying that she may get arrested soon. The police in Detroit issued they submitted a arrest warrant request to the prosecutors, and right now it's in limbo, up to the prosecutors to decide if she's going to get this arrest warrant or if they're going to issue it or not. So I'm going to go over this case so I can talk about what happened. I'm going to read it, and then y'all know I'm going to talk some more about it. So let's go. So yeah, former manager sues her for assault. Rapper calls lawsuit frivolous. Nicki's lawyer, Jude Bernstein, tells TMZ, at this time, no complaint has been served upon Miss Petty, and therefore we are unaware of the specific allegations. However, if the lawsuit is as reported by TMZ, it is completely false and frivolous. We are confident that the matter brought by this ex-assistant will be resolved swiftly in Mrs. Petty's favor. And this is about the lawsuit that was filed Friday, and then I'm going to go into the information or the article about the arrest warrant. Nicki Minaj exploded on her day-to-day manager and hit him in the face so hard she knocked his head back and sent his hat flying, at least according to a new lawsuit. The Starships rapper is being sued by a man named Brandon Garrett, who claims he was working as Nicki's manager during her tour earlier this year when she got physical with him. In the lawsuit filed by high-powered trial attorney Thomas Faher and obtained by TMZ, Garrett claims Nicki sent him on an errand after her April 2024 concert in Detroit, and when he got back, he was summoned to her dressing room. Garrett claims Nicki was inside with other members of her team and started grilling folks about their job responsibilities. He says she flew into a rage when she learned Garrett had once sent someone else to pick up one of her prescriptions. In the suit, Garrett claims Nicki screamed at him, "Are you effing crazy having him pick up my prescription? You have lost your effing mind, and if my husband were here, he would knock out your effing teeth. You're a unalive man walking. You just effed up your whole life, and you will never be anyone. I'll make sure of it." What's going on? And everything in this video is alleged, but I hope that's not how Nicki is treating her people in her team. Like, come on now, what's up with these celebrities? As soon as they, get this little attention, or I'm not gonna say little because Nicki Minaj is a huge deal, but as soon as they get, what they feel is power and money and things like that, they start losing their mind. So I really hope that this is not true. And why would you want to get your husband involved? That's another reason why I'm hoping this is not true, because from everything that people say about her husband, he can't afford another charge. So what your husband was going to do, he was going to do what? Because I hope that's not what you said, if this is true. And that's another thing, women, they get they men or they brother and stuff involved in stuff and get them hurt all the time. Women need to stop getting males in their life involved in petty stuff that get them behind bars. That's ridiculous. I would never call my brother, husband, sons, or nothing like that for something petty. But anywho, let me keep going. It says, Garrett claims Nicki kept screaming at him and told him his life was over before striking him on the right side of his face with an open hand. He says the force of the blow caused his head to swing backward and his hat flew off his head. Nicki's security team then allegedly swarmed in close to Garrett, and he claims Nicki struck him on his right wrist, knocking documents in his hand onto the floor. Garrett claims Nicki then told him to get the F out, and he says he grabbed his hat and quickly exited the room, locking himself inside a restroom at Little Caesars Arena. Look, I can't even say that right. He says his wrist was throbbing and his face was sore as he called his fiance to let her know what happened, claiming he stayed locked in the restroom for hours out of fear for his safety. That's a shame. Gary claims Nicki's team didn't let him on the tour bus back to the tour's base in Chicago, leaving him stranded in Detroit. He's suing Nicki for assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, and he's going after her for damages. And of course, they say Nicki's team, they haven't heard anything back from Nicki's team. So let me go to this other article, because this is the one that is actually talking about the criminal charges that could possibly come out on her. And as you guys can see, it says prosecutors weighing criminal charges after former manager files lawsuit. So it says Nicki Minaj could face criminal charges for the incident alleged in her former manager's recent lawsuit, TMZ learned. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the Detroit police have sent a warrant request to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that is being reviewed to determine whether criminal charges will be issued. It will fall to the prosecutor to decide if they'll file charges. This all relates to the lawsuit Brandon Garrett, a man claiming he used to manage Nicki Minaj, filed Friday, claiming she got physical with him in Detroit back in April 2024. According to the lawsuit, Garrett claims he was summoned to her dressing room after a show, and he says she flew into rage when she learned he once sent someone else to pick up one of her prescriptions. Okay, so yeah, we already know all that other information about what she did and what he's filing for, and of course, they said they haven't heard anything back from her Nicki Minaj's team. So that's pretty much all they have for this article. So basically right now it's in limbo, waiting to see if the prosecutors will be filing or will file those charges, and a warrant will be put out for Nicki Minaj's arrest if so. And I'm really hoping that this is not true. It's such a shame that, you know, these celebrities one by one got so much going on, and that we constantly have to hear about this stuff. And it's crazy. And then I'm really hoping it's not true. I don't know if it is or not. But a woman should never put their hand on a woman. I talked about that in another video not too long ago. You know, women, I don't know what's going on, but keep your hands to yourself. Also, stop threatening to go get this person and that person, especially when you know your spouse already have a horrible history with the law. And so why would you want to go get him to do anything to your manager? Why is he your manager if you could treat him like that, honey? Like, what's going on here? What's going on? Why is he your manager, and why you treating somebody like that if you did it? Because I don't know if you did. You could be innocent in this. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, that's crazy. If it's true, it's crazy. Then what took him so long to file this paperwork? Because, baby, I would have been down there the next day filing on her. I would have been down there the next day. They be waiting so long to file in certain cases. Like, honey, I would have been filed on her if she did all that to me. If you lucky my husband not here, he probably would have got curled up. Stop thinking, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be putting y'all men in horrible positions. That go for a lot of women, not every woman, but I'm saying a lot of women do that. Somebody who they'll go get, or you lucky this person ain't here, and all this and that and the other. That's what get these men caught up in a world of BS. It's a lot of men that lost their life over a woman and some mess that she done got herself into or started. Something that was petty. I have been in situations myself where, you know, a man has done something that kind of peed me off, you know, and I just want to tell this quick little story where a man peed me off and did something he shouldn't have did, and even said something he shouldn't have said, and my spouse was on the phone at the time when they did it, and my spouse came to where I was at with let's just say with somebody else, with some more people, and was ready to turn up, and he was like, where yet? I'm like, he gone. And the man was right there behind me, scared, trembling. And I didn't say anything because I was not about to put my spouse or my other loved ones in jeopardy to do something over something so petty. Even though I know he wanted to protect me, still, I wasn't going to allow him to do that. It just wasn't worth it. You know, the legal fees, being in trouble, and like, it wasn't worth it. You know? Let it go. Sometimes you gotta just let stuff go, and a lot of women be egging stuff on. So that's one of the parts that I don't like. But you ain't got no business putting your hands on a man either. These women be provoking stuff, and so I don't know what's going on with this. I just want to bring this up because this is the breaking news that Nicki Minaj could be arrested soon. I hope it's not true. I'm hearing that she's also pregnant again. I seen that. I don't know how true that is. Allegedly, everything in this video is alleged. I don't know if she really is, but it's a shame if she is and going through this. But if she did it, she brought it on herself. Keep your hands to yourself. Stop getting big-headed all of a sudden. It's ridiculous, y'all. So tell me what y'all think in the comments. I think it's that stood out to me, though. I just had to get my 2 cents on that. Stop talking about if my husband was here, when at the end of the day, your husband ain't got no business doing nothing either, because honey, he will be locked up probably under the jail with his history. Okay? I'm just gonna say that. Anywho, tell me what y'all think in the comments, and your girl NellyVille is out of here. Till next time, bye y'all.